into that. But we're here at the at Reggie's here on what is this 21st instead of 22nd? Okay, 21st. We're here at Reggie's. This place is really a staple of the South Loop. Really Chicago at this point. For you guys' Soulful Sundays that you've been hosting for how long now? I know it's been a while.
Been about a year now.
Yes,
damn, man.
Coming up on a year.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. How'd you guys get this started?
So I saw Brian at another event. He used to host this event in the South Suburbs called the Real Music Series, right?
Correct. Yep.
And I was like, Brian, this is a dope idea, and I always say it, and this probably sounds so like cliche, but God came to me in a vision, and it was like, I had a dream. I literally had a dream, and most of the times I remember my dreams, but when I usually do, it's something significant. And I thought about, I was doing this event, and it's called Soulful Sunday. I don't know if I went to sleep and just saw something like that, but I did.
Right.
So I woke up and I started working on the idea, thinking about how I could do it, and I did it on my own for a couple trials, and was like, okay, this could work, but I need some help. So when I did Brian's event, I was like, we could just work together. So Brian, he was acting a little funny. You know how y'all are. You just
You know what's funny about him?
This toxic
it's always somebody else.
It is always somebody else. It's always you.
It's never.
It is always
It's never you, bro.
It's never me.
I don't understand.
You know why? You know why? Because I'm
that?
friendly. I am transparent. This would have never happened if I didn't go up to Brian in the first place. I was like, Brian, let's do this. He's like, oh, I mean, you know what I'm saying.
You ever thought about maybe he felt like he didn't really need you?
He's big time to me.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
he's like, no, but you know what? It wasn't that. Brian's actually a cool dude. He's really cool. But you have to size people up. There's a lot of people out here that talk stuff and have ideas and don't follow through with nothing. But this actually really worked out, man. Like, so he came out to an event that I had and checked it out like a good person in prospecting.
Right.
And it turned out it was on popping from there. So,
that's what's up, man. All right, for your side of the story, how do you?
That's relatively accurate.
Right.
We met last year around this time. I think it was like September. Of 2017. He performed at. I used to run an event out in the South Suburbs, the Real Music Series in Tinley Park. He performed, and so he approached me actually about management.
Yeah.
And so we connected there, and then once we started working together on a management tip, then from there he said, "Hey, I'm doing this thing. I got this idea. What do you think?" I was like, "Okay, let me check it out."
Right.
And then I decided it would be something good for us both to do.
For sure.
It's very rare that you have an artist that has a residency that they're involved in.
Right.
A lot of times, a venue or promotion company, or production company rather, will have a residency, but an artist having one is pretty rare.
True.
So I saw that as a way to get people in front of Brandon and help grow his brand.
He's been doing a great job, and the event, thank God, has been really taking off. We have a really good talent here. Like a lot of people have been taking to it, and it's really good.
It's funny. I think through you doing this, we've gotten to know a lot of the same people, and we were talking a little bit earlier before we started recording about building good relationships with people and just being authentic. And I remember a friend, Leffridge and the Jones, those two. Man. I've played with them. I've recorded some of their stuff at other people's events. And I was talking to Ken, and I was like, "Oh man, you did a show with my man." He was like, "Yeah, man, he cool as hell, bro. I like working with him. Everything is real professional on the up and up." And it's nice to hear that people you rock with.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, man, he's legit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that just further strengthens your brand, and it makes people, when the musicians want to be in a certain place, they start inviting people out. So you become a type of guy who people want to be around, and everything just kind of works out like that, man.
It's like two-sided, right? So you got your image, what you display,
right,
and then you got word of mouth. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people have good packages. Me and Brian talk about this all the time. There's some great artists out here that on paper they look amazing.
Right.
Behind the scenes, they are a nightmare. They just don't, they're not easy to work with, and you try to screw people out of things. It's just we all trying to get that.
Absolutely.
So let's win together.
I hear you, man.
So, it's a collaborative effort. Like one person can't do it all.
Definitely.
And like we were talking about before we started rolling, like all you have is your name.
That's real.
So if you're not able to stand on your name, and you said if your name is flaky in the streets,
right,
you can forget about it.
That's real.
It spreads like wildfire.
It does, man. It does.
Yeah, that's important.
In the city